picked this up today. I don't know who the maker is. Doesn't have anything stamped on the, well, on a Stanley clamp. This would be the lever cap, but this I guess I would call the screw cap. Has a brass screw on it. Nothing lettered on that. I haven't sanded off the blade yet to see if there's anything stamped on that. It looks like there might be something stamped there. Nothing on the body. There's one sitting next to it that had Bailey across the front, which I almost bought, but I didn't have enough cash in my pocket. So I'm going to take some sandpaper and see if I can sand off the stamping on this, get the rust removed so I can read it. Reads Union Manufacturing Company, New Britain, Connecticut, USA. So this is a Union plane. I've never seen a depth adjuster that looked like that. So it's kind of a new one for me. The tote is split. I don't know if I'll be able to put this one back together again or not. It's got a pretty good check in the back. But I'll see if I can fill that in and smooth it up and get it back to where it's supposed to be. The reason I picked this one up instead of the one that said Bailey is the one that said Bailey didn't have the handle on it, and this screw was snapped off down into the body of the plane. So I thought that's going to be a real problem. That'll be for another day when I'm feeling more ambitious. That wood screw is obviously rotted out pretty badly. The screw itself appears to be okay, but the hole is pretty much gone. If I'm able to salvage this wooden body, which is still a kind of a crapshoot, it's going to require some major fixing. Cleaning out the slot and the screw. The two screws are pretty well chewed up. And rusty. And I think the holes are gone. Yep, there's nothing in there. Okay, that's got the screws out. This lever is anchored in there with a pin driven in through the casting and riveted over on the ends. So I have 2 large screws, 2 small screws, and then the screw for the knob, which is this fairly good sized screw. There's a brass nut that goes on the end of that. All these things are going to require some TLC, and I think I'm going to need to put some penetrating oil there. This, I'm going to try scrubbing it off and oiling it up with some blow. See what that does for it. Then I need to have the bottom flattened off because it's got a pretty good rocker on there. The mouth is fairly open, but this is a number 5 size plane. It's not a smoother, so I won't be cutting really fine chips with it. I think I can get by with having the mouth fairly open. If I really need to, I can go in here and close that up a bit. Try the soft brush first. That actually got most of it. That's good. The less abuse I have to put this poor little plane through, the better off it's going to like it. Take the dirt off. One little wormhole here in the corner, but it's not penetrated. There isn't anything living in that hole. It's only just below the surface. Couple of risers there to let it be up above the surface a bit. Then I'm going to put the first coat of linseed oil on it. Now, I've heard that this stuff nourishes wood. I think once wood is cut down and no longer has leaves, it's not really eating anything. So nourishment is kind of a misnomer. It does seal it up and provide a little bit of moisture in the form of linseed oil, liquid, to allow the wood to swell up just a slight bit. But because it's a catalyzing oil, it sets up in the presence of oxygen and becomes hard. It will go into the joints and cracks and gaps of the wood and seal it. I'm going to do the same thing to the tote. Now the tote's pretty chewed up. It's probably going to need some major work to get it back to where it should be. But boiled linseed oil, in my estimation, doesn't hurt anything that I put it on. The only thing I have to do is be careful of the rags. because it will catch fire, spontaneous combustion from catalyzing. Is catalyzing a word? Catalyzation. It'd be nice to be able to just put that right down in there, wouldn't it? But I don't have enough liquid in there, and I don't want to have an open tray of this stuff laying around. I will take this rag out and put it in the backyard where it can sit in a snowbank and do anything it wants to do out there, because if it catches fire, it'll just be in a snowbank. Of course, I can only do that today because I have a feeling the snowbanks are going to be gone. Oh, look at that on the bottom of the knob. I don't know if that's writing or not. Yep, it looks like writing. Wonder what it says. Don't know, can't read it. Well, I will let this set up on it. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to take the blade out to the garage and put it in the electrolysis tank, because I can have it warm enough out there now that I can do that. That's a better way to go after rust, because it doesn't cause any problems. On second thought, there's not enough rust on anything to go after it with the electrolysis tank. I'm just going to scrape that blade down and clean it up.